gonna be too noisy, I wonder.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold
It's
it?
okay. It's
Your
okay.
my arm might
It's
be
okay.
tired.
Okay. So let's talk about our
Budgets.
monthly budget.
Talking
Yeah.
about budgets outdoors.
Hi guys,
Hello.
welcome to our YouTube channel, The Filipina the Foreigner, Filipina Recorded Live, or you can search in our website, beautifulbabylove.com.
Because she's beautiful. I'm her baby love. And we have to do the .com. That's the internet.
Yeah.
So, beautifulbabylove.com. That's where you find us with all our channels. We got a lot of channels nowadays. We're here at this resort, and while we're spending just a few moments, this is the third resort in one day that we've discovered. Thought we'd just talk about a general budget in the Philippines. We just did our budget this morning for our expenditures, so we thought we'd just talk in general. We don't have receipts, okay, people? All you people who want to see the receipts, we don't have them.
Yeah.
So, next video. But we'll tell you about it. You
Yeah.
can believe us or not believe us. So, generally what we do every month, we
Look
have
loud.
to transfer
Talk
money.
loud. Talk louder.
Every month, we transfer Canadian funds to her bank
Yes.
account. So that's what we did. So that's the part we're talking about. We actually have a lot more expenses, but generally these are our living expenses, and they remain pretty consistent from month to month. So maybe today you wrote down all the different expenses. So take your
Yes.
time. So the first expense you wrote down on the paper to transfer was
Our for house rental, it's for 2 apartment, 13,000.
okay, 13,000 pesos, 2 apartments.
Yes.
That was our first expense that she wrote down that I had
Yes.
to transfer from Canada. Okay.
And
Next.
then our electricity. So since it's really hot, our electricity goes up to almost 9,000.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
again, that's 2.
And the water,
Apartments?
I put there 500 for the 2 units.
So then that was water
Yeah.
for 2 units.
And
so everything
then-
we're talking about are for 2 units because we're paying for 2 units. So
Yes.
obviously,
So we have this utang in MCOR.
debt. Utang
Yeah.
means debt. If
So
I'm saying
it's
it right.
4,000 monthly.
So we have
Yeah.
that bill that I transfer from Canadian bank to her bank.
And for my son allowance, so I put there 5,000.
Yeah, she could
Yeah.
probably do
So
better than that.
since he's still in senior high, yeah, grade 11, and also our cash on hand. Yeah,
Yes,
we
like-
need cash on hand.
And what
So
do we use that for? Like to break
just-
it down a little more?
just like this, when we go on a quick visit in some resort, you need to pay entrance fee before you can get inside. So that's why we need cash. Or sometimes if I want to go in the farmers market to buy fresh vegetables, that's the time that I need to use cash. Yeah. And if I go to wet market, I need to buy fish. So that's the time also that I need to use cash.
Okay. So and the cash expense was
15,000 for a month.
15,000
Yeah.
Philippine pesos.
Yes.
Right. 15,000 Philippine pesos. You need to
Yeah.
do, the Google thing, translate the money into your amount. Was there any more, or was that everything?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Do you know what that total was?
Yes, it's 46,000.
So that's a total of 46,000 Philippine pesos. Now we're just giving you a general synopsis, but this is basically the money month to month that we're using. And we do have other bills and other debts and things, but like that's our month to month expenditures basically. So I think-
that's today, because we
Today.
don't include our internet because
Right, yeah,
we
to
need
get
to
internet
pay
too
it
on
in
top of that.
advance. So our internet monthly internet is 2,000.
right. So you
Yes.
got another 2,000
Yeah,
on
so
top of that,
it's-
so it's
yes. 48,000.
48,000 now.
Yes.
What about your phone usage? Like, is that included in the cash, or do we?
No, it's included in the cash.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that uses her like whenever she
Yes.
wants to use the phone too.
Yeah.
That's already included in this 48,000.
When we're just like this, we don't have connection and internet, so I need to use data. So sometimes I pay 150 or 300. Yeah. So and it's already it's included in the 15,000 a month budget.
Right. And what about like the gas? Now the gas
The
for our car, we
gas.
use that on the credit card, so that's not transferred over, right?
Yeah.
So we actually have some things that we use over here, like for money spending, that is through the credit card only. So I
Yeah.
guess that's not in our 48,000 budget that we're telling you about. So
Yeah.
there are some other things. So I'm not trying to deceive no one. I'm just trying to let you know. Basically, this is what I transfer over here on a
Yeah,
monthly
for
basis.
the main,
So that's about
yeah,
48,000
basic,
Philippine pesos.
basic expenses.
Yeah, so if you want to add some other real life expenses, we have a car, which is basically a car payment, and that can vary depending on how much we want to put on it because we got it through a line of credit. So then we also have like the gas bill that goes with the car. Are there any other fees like we might use the credit card for? Maybe some extra fun, eating out, things like
Yeah,
that maybe?
sometimes we do it outside, but this time
Cutting back.
we cut our eating out. Yeah, just to reduce our expenses.
Yeah, because we need to reduce our expenses.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you everything, but things are getting out of hand a little. So, but anyway, we wanted to give you like a general monthly budget. So that 48,000 plus a few little odds and ends is kind of what we're doing on a general basic basis every month. And that in Canadian funds, well, you can figure it out when you do the calculation, the conversion. Some people say, well, you're not really living a life if you're paying that.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoy what we do. Do you enjoy what we do?
Yeah.
I don't think
Yes.
we're really missing out. I mean, I'd like to do more things. I'd like to visit more of the Philippines, things of that nature. Wouldn't you like to do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
so
course, in the future.
There's lots more we'd like to do, but right now, I mean, we're going around seeing things we like, and every now and then eating out to places we like.
Yeah.
And, we're cutting back, but we're still doing it. And things of that nature. So it's a nice life. I really like it here. So in a big perspective, things definitely are cheaper in the Philippines. Like I was thinking today when we got gas, for example, we had a full tank, and when I was checking the credit card bills today when we were paying our bills, I noticed like I'm paying about $30 for a full tank of gas. And when I was back home in a similar type gas tank, the size gas tank I had, oh my goodness, I was paying upwards anywhere from, depending on the price fluctuation, anywhere from maybe $60 to $80 a fill up. And here it goes from 30 maybe to 40 or something like that. So it's a lot less. At least that's what I'm noticing myself. Maybe other people can chime in with their thoughts. So I still think it's cheaper to live in the Philippines overall.
But Miss, you know what? Sometimes, yeah, it's more cheaper. But if you want to retire here in the Philippines, you need to think also, because sometimes not all foreigner can afford to live here in the Philippines, because there's a lot of foreigner also end up homeless after they lost a lot of money. um, because sometimes they get scammed, maybe they are in the wrong person, or someone scam them. So you need to think before coming here and decide to live here in the Philippines, especially to those who are a foreigner with LDR relationship and decided immediately to live here in the Philippines. Don't do that.
Isn't that what I did? I'm curious now.
No,
We were in LDR.
because we're going back. We're going back soon in the future. And what I'm saying is like, just like they're selling everything, their assets, wherever they are, and decided to come here and send all the big amount of money to their girlfriends, and then they end up penniless once they get here. Sometimes I saw in the news that they're even in the airport, they end up homeless already and penniless, because after they came here, the Filipina didn't show up and all the money are gone. So
That's
don't,
really sad.
yeah, I can say that we try to live in a minimalistic life.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true. I mean,
Yes,
You do
and
without a lot.
yeah,
A lot
so
more lately.
But if you want to, retire, you need to think, also visit her first for a few months, I guess, and then go back to your country and save and be wise to spend how you spend or how to manage your money. Uh, so you so once you get here, you have a good life.
Yeah. Interesting. You just reminded me of a thought you said the other day. You said if we were living here permanently, like on the property we bought, you suggested a certain fee. You said if we're going to stay here and live here, this is X amount that we need every month. Why don't you tell everybody your thoughts on that?
Well, for me, I just told him. I told him yesterday that, okay, if we want to decide to live here permanently in the Philippines, I want at least less than 100,000 a month of monthly income.
So
Yeah.
that's about, what was that?
Maybe
We said
2,000.
2,000,
2,000,
2,500, something like that.
$2,500 a month, or
Something
less
like
than
that,
2,000, at least,
Excuse me.
in that range of amount, you can have a good life. And of course, maybe you can do some business, yeah. And of course, you're not sitting there like, okay, receiving 100,000 a month to do nothing. Of course not. Of course, you have. I am thinking about do some, have some piggery, because we have already property in my hometown, and I already told him that I want that kind of life, simple, but at least there is a cash flows every, I'm not saying every month, because the piggery is kind of every 3 months, something like that, yeah. And aside from piggery, maybe jump to in another business, the business that yeah. And since I knew some business, it's only the capital I don't have. Yeah, so and he told me like, are you sure you're not regretted? Are you sure that you love me? Because he told me that, because it's a question mark to him, that I told him that maybe $2,000 a month, something like that. And then I told him that, of course, because I told you that we will work together to reach that goal. Yeah, not only him, of course, no. And I'm thinking what business that I'm going to put up in the future. Not just sitting down there and do nothing. No, I don't like that.
You're not that anyway. You're not that way. You're always doing something. She says she doesn't work, but she doesn't stop working. So she just doesn't, have the income she would like to have as
Yeah.
as a job
Yes.
income, but she doesn't stop working. She's always working. She's non-stop working at something.
So, guys,
That's kind of started off with our budget
Yeah.
and these
just
are
a
some
few
other
tips.
thoughts.
Yeah, just a few tips on how to, because he always said that, oh, it's really cheap here in the Philippines. Yeah, it's cheap.
Comparatively.
But once the small amount, uh like sum up, oh, you can say, wow, what happens? I'm so surprised. My credit card is almost maxed out.
Yeah.
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 So don't just like, don't be complacent when someone say it's cheaper here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's cheaper here,
yeah,
because we can live
comparatively.
here at 10,000 a month. Yeah, just as simple. But sometimes it's struggling if you have
You're
kids.
saying 10,000 pesos.
10,000 pesos a month. But if you have that 10,000 pesos a month, you don't have a car, you don't have a refrigerator, you don't have TV, you don't have internet. Just
survive.
a plain simple, yeah, just to survive.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's where all the
Yeah.
money comes in there, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So like I said, that was a kind of a general budget. We talked about up the cash flow that we send from Canada to here, but then we have a lot more of expenses. So don't think that that's it. But that's kind of like a general
Yes.
cash flow.
Yes.
So
Every month.
Give you an idea, right?
That's-
this idea.
Every month, we always do that every
Yeah,
month.
Every
Yeah.
month, yeah, and that's a general cash flow.
We don't miss it.
Right. So we have more expenses, and you will too, no doubt. But
Yes.
at least it'll give you another idea, and that's why I like the budget videos, because not everybody's budget is the same, and it gives you, the viewer, an idea because you know what you have, you know how that person or this person is living, and say, well, maybe I can manage it because what they're doing, and they're managing it in a different way. So my hand is getting tired.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, it's a general budget to try to give you a general idea. Hopefully it helps you and make some of your decisions as well. But yeah, in an overall sense, I think it is a little less expensive here, but it is in comparison for sure, you know, obviously, because your money in the West is worth a little bit better when you come over here. But, you know, when you go back home, it's still going to be expensive.
Yeah, but
So-
at least we are two and working together.
Yeah. So we would love you to check out our main webpage. It's beautiful.
Babylove.com.
That has all our channels on it, and a donate button and a contact form, so you can get a hold of us. You can put money into her bank account. She's always blessing someone else. So beautiful, babylove.com. Find all our YouTube channels because we have a bunch.
Yes, and also guys, thank you to those who supported us. Thank you for your generosity, and may God bless you.
God bless you.
And God bless everyone.